I am Karen Wiener, and this is my husband and life partner and business partner and biggest pin in the bleep, Brett Thurber. And we work at the New Wheel, and we love e-bikes.
The Homage is one of the most popular bikes we have. It's a premium, full suspension, electric bicycle.
Riese Müller believes that bicycles are vehicles and therefore has specialized in full suspension for as long as they've existed.
What is new on the new Homage is that they've integrated the fourth generation Bosch engine, which gives the bike more power, even more smooth control. It's a smaller form factor, so it fits into the frame even nicer. It also has the largest capacity Bosch battery on board, so it's a 625 watt-hour battery.
Or two, if you...
Well, we're gonna get to that
I know,
in a
but
moment.
whoa. I mean, I think about the types of people who would want to ride this bike. How many options open up in my own mind when I think about this bike, and it's like, gosh, you know, you could go up Mount Diablo, ride down, and then go ride up Mount Tam the same day, and go up 2 mountains in one day.
Yeah. Is that
Just
a
saying.
dare?
I dare you.
Now, I mean, I think everything about the way Riese Müller builds bikes, and especially the Homages, is just top quality.
So I've been thinking about quality because, you know, we recently landed the rover on Mars, right? In which case, you only have one chance to get it right. And I think we forget in life that when you go for quality, like, that's what you're getting, is like, every day is your chance to just go out and have a life experience. And when you have a quality product like this, it really supports that effort in a way that's very, very different from anything else.
So the latest Homages, they give you tons of options. The base level package, though, you always have the best braking system. So it's Müller. 4-piston on the front, 2-piston in the back, hydraulic disc brakes, with built-in brake sensors for the brake lights. It has, you know, super robust suspension system, front and rear. It's air suspension, so you can adjust it to your weight. You know, high quality, wide format tires from Schwalbe and wheels that are really high quality through axles and everything. So that's sort of the base level. And then you can choose a whole lot. You can choose to configure your bike with either the CX drive or the high-speed bike. The high-speed bike is going to use more power, so having the biggest battery capacity is going to be handy. The CX bike, it gives you a little bit more torque off the line, but it stops at 20 miles per hour. So you can choose if you want a dropper seat post, or what they call a lowerable saddle, which is useful when you're going downhill. You can get your center of gravity down lower, and so you have much better control. But it's also useful just for urban riding, where you just want to come down and put your feet flat on the ground when you come to a stoplight. And it's actuated, it's just like a desk chair. You can just press a button on your handlebar.
Now we have this really cool integrated adjustable stem. There are different, you know, handlebar options. You can really make the cockpit and the ride position exactly what you want.
You can choose your drivetrain. So there's belt drives with NVOLO, continuously variable transmission, belt drive with the roll-off electronic shifting for the widest gear range and automatic downshifting. And then there's the standard chain derailleur that gives you really sporty ride characteristics. You can choose to have a GX version of the bike, which is with the knobby tires. And then you can also choose your consoles. You can choose to have the smartphone hub, the neon display, which is sort of has fully integrated GPS, connectivity via Bluetooth and Wi-Fi, over-the-air updates, very, very sophisticated.
Yeah, it's like your Tesla
touchscreen and everything.
Console, yeah.
And then you can choose to do a standard Intuvia display too, and if you go that direction, you won't get the full cockpit design. So my recommendation is definitely go with one of the other display options to get the full experience.
The bike is also, part of the frame design is the rear rack. So you're getting a fully functional, fully featured rear rack. That's what that big bar is right there.
Well,
the
you
rack,
can have full weight on
you
that.
you can put a baby seat on there. But it also comes with the Bibia rack strap, which is super handy, I've found in my years of using it, and a lock, and super high quality front and rear lights.
The front light is Supernova M99, which has high beam and low beam settings, and it's just the best bike light out there. The beam pattern is crazy wide. You can see everything. You can feel total confidence riding at night. One other thing I should mention is there's also a front rack option. So that kind of rounds it all off from a utilitarian perspective. You can choose to have a really great platform rack that you can attach bags to. And then the rear rack is MIK compatible, so you can use all the MIK accessories that just click right onto the top of the rear rack. So if you want to go trekking and touring, the Homage, it's got you set, which kind of is a good segue to the craziest part of this bike, which is this is the first step-through bike that has 1,250 watt-hour Bosch battery capacity in the down tube. So maybe we should snap and bring that bike up here.
Inside of this bike are two 625 watt-hour batteries. And if you add that together, you get 1,250. That's over a kilowatt of power, which means that you can put yourself in turbo and go.
Cruise.
Anywhere. And you know what? Like, that's basically all I ever want to do on an e-bike is just put myself in turbo and go. So the range is flooring.
As spectacular as you would imagine.
Minimum, I'd say about 60 miles per charge, maximum 140.
It is kind of like the ultimate e-bike in that what e-bikes allow you to do is, because you're not optimizing just for you as the main engine, you can optimize for other things like comfort, ease of use, going really long distances with the dual battery bike. And that's what's really cool about it. And they've done it, it's hard to pull that off. And they really did it really, really well. It's wider for sure. And at first when you see it, you're like, oh my gosh, that's a big down tube. But when you actually ride it, the width is just like a normal bike. Like that's questions that we've gotten. Like,
am I gonna hit my knees on it? Definitely not. If you're curious, if you are looking for like a really mind-opening and opportunity-opening experience on an e-bike, come in and test ride the Homage. It's an homage to the possibilities of life, right? It's about opening up the possibilities for the rider on a totally new type of vehicle. And so we've got stores in Larkspur and San Francisco. I've got a problem with my glasses. And you should come in and try it. It really is quite something, and I think you'll love it. So stop by.
Thanks for watching.